You slide out of your mother tail first, somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. She nudges you upward with her head, pushing you toward the surface above. Your body rises through the water, and then you break through into open air for the first time. Your blowhole opens and air rushes into your lungs, filling them completely. The sensation is new, but your body knows what to do, so you breathe again, and then once more before your mother guides you back down beneath the surface. She clicks at you, sharp sounds that bounce off your body, and you follow her as she descends. Your lungs hold the air inside while you drop deeper into the blue water. Around you, 5 other females swim in formation with their bodies surrounding yours. They move slowly, keeping pace with your mother as you learn to coordinate your tail and flippers. That's when a shape appears ahead. A great white shark glides into view with its body cutting through the water in smooth arcs. It circles the group once, then again, moving closer each time. The females shift positions, placing themselves between you and the shark, and the largest one breaks from the formation and charges. She slams her head into the shark's side, forcing it to veer away, and then she circles back toward the group. The shark turns and swims off into the deeper water, and the pod continues moving forward. Your stomach tightens, and you need to feed, so you move closer to your mother's side and search for the place to latch. Swimming makes it harder to stay in position, but you press against her belly and finally manage to lock on. Milk fills your mouth as you nurse, thick and rich, and you swallow while keeping pace with her movements. The females continue clicking around you, mapping the water ahead, and you stay close to your mother's body as the pod pushes deeper into the ocean. You've only been alive for a few hours, but already the water feels endless in every direction. You're 3 months old now. Your mother dives and you follow her down, pushing your tail harder to keep up with her pace. The water gets deeper as you drop below the surface, and your lungs start to burn as the pressure builds around your body. You've never gone this far down before, so you turn upward and start swimming back toward the air above. But then, your mother clicks at you, a sharp sound that cuts through the water and makes you stop. She continues dropping into the blue below. So you force yourself to turn back down and follow her, even though your chest feels tight. The pressure gets stronger with every push of your tail, squeezing your ribs inward as you pass 100 meters, then 200, their lights blinking on and off as they move. Your mother keeps going deeper. That's when something long and thick whips past your face. You pull back and stop, trying to see what it was, and then another tentacle shoots out from below. Your mother rushes forward and slams her jaw into it, biting down hard, and the giant squid releases a cloud of black ink that spreads through the water around you. The squid pulls its tentacles back and disappears into the space below where you can't see it anymore. Your mother turns and swims upward, so you follow her back toward the surface with your lungs empty and your body begging for air. You break through together and breathe, filling your chest with several deep pulls before diving again. Your body is still small, and your dives only reach a fraction of what hers can, but each time you go down, the deeper water shows you something new that lives in the places where most things can't survive. Skip forward, and you're 1 year old now. The pod dives deep, and you follow them down, but this time you stay further back with your body trailing behind the group. You're hungry and need to find food on your own, so when you hear clicking sounds coming from somewhere to your left, you turn and swim toward them. A school of small fish with glowing bodies darts past you in the water, so you open your jaw and snap at them as they scatter. You catch 2 of them and swallow both quickly, but they're barely enough to fill your stomach. You send out clicks to map what's ahead, and the sounds bounce back showing something larger moving through the water. A squid appears in front of you with its arms spread wide and its body drifting slowly. You need more food than those small fish gave you, so you push forward and bite down on one of its arms. But then, the squid wraps 2 of its tentacles around your jaw, pulling tight and trying to drag you closer to its beak. You shake your head hard, slamming the squid against your body to make it let go, but the tentacles only grip tighter. So you twist sideways and bite again, this time tearing through the flesh until the tentacles loosen and drop away. The squid pulls back and releases ink into the water, but you bite once more and catch its body before it can escape. You swallow it whole and the weight settles in your stomach, finally giving you the meal you needed. Then you hear the pod's clicks coming from much deeper below, where they're chasing something that sounds bigger than anything you've hunted before. You turn and drop down to follow them, passing through clouds of scattered fish and broken pieces of prey. The squid you just caught would barely keep you fed for an hour, but the prey they're hunting weighs more than your entire body. You're 3 years old now. The pod dives past 500 meters, and you follow them down with your tail pushing hard to keep pace. You send out clicks that bounce off something massive ahead, mapping out a shape larger than any squid you've caught before. The pod spreads out around it, surrounding it from all sides, so you stay with them and close in from your position. The giant squid hangs in the water with its arms spread wide, and you rush forward and bite down on one of its thick tentacles. But then, the tentacle wraps around your body, squeezing tight and pulling you toward the squid's sharp beak at the center of its arms. You can't break free, so you twist and shake trying to loosen the grip, but the tentacle only pulls tighter. Then another female from the pod slams into the squid's body, ramming it hard enough to make the grip weaken. You twist again and pull yourself free, then turn back and bite the same tentacle near its base. Your teeth tear through the flesh, and the arm comes apart, drifting away into the water while black ink spreads around the squid. The rest of the pod rushes in from different angles, biting and tearing at the squid's body until it stops fighting back and hangs limp in the water. You all take turns feeding on it, ripping chunks of flesh away and swallowing them before going back for more. The squid's body is so large that everyone gets a share without competing for space, and you eat until your stomach is full. Then the pod starts swimming back up toward the surface, and you follow them with your body heavier from the meal. Your jaw is stronger now than it was when you were young, and your dives reach depths where most creatures can't survive. But there are things down here that fight back just as hard as you do, and some of them are even bigger. Skip forward a bit, and you're 8 years old now. You're swimming alone away from the pod, exploring areas where you haven't been before. That's when another sperm whale appears ahead of you, moving through the water in your direction. He's a male, much larger than you with scars across his head, and he sends out clicks that sound different from what the females use. You need to show him you're not a threat, so you click back with a pattern that tries to match his size. But then he turns and rushes straight at you with his massive head aimed at your side. He slams into you, shoving you sideways through the water, and you spin around and bite at his flank trying to grab hold. Your teeth scrape across his skin but don't go deep, so he turns faster than you expected and rams you again with even more force. The hit knocks the air from your lungs, making you gasp, and you know you can't win this fight. So you turn downward and dive as fast as you can, pushing your tail harder than you've ever pushed before. You drop past 200 meters, then 300, then 400, and you keep going while sending clicks behind you to track his position. But the clicks show that he's stopped following you. He's turned back toward the surface, leaving you alone in the deep water. You need air now, so you slow down and start swimming back up with your ribs aching from where he hit you. When you reach the surface, you breathe in several times, filling your lungs completely before diving again. You're still growing, and you're not the largest whale in the ocean yet, but your body is getting bigger with each passing year, and eventually, you'll be the one that other males have to avoid. You're 12 years old now. You're swimming near the surface of the ocean with the pod, hunting scattered fish that dart between you. That's when you hear high-pitched calls coming from somewhere in the distance, sounds that cut through the water in sharp bursts. The pod stops moving and clicks rapidly, mapping out what's ahead. 6 orcas are coming toward you, spreading out to surround the group from different angles. Your pod dives immediately, dropping down into deeper water, and you follow them with your tail pushing hard. One of the orcas dives with you, matching your speed and staying close to your side. You need to scare it away before it gets any closer, so you turn sharply and swim directly at it with your jaw opening wide. The orca sees you coming and turns away at the last moment, choosing not to risk your teeth. But then you hear the rest of the orca pod circling above, and their clicks show that they've surrounded one of the younger whales from your group. You turn back and swim toward them, with 2 other females following close behind. The 3 of you charge together, rushing at the orcas from below. They scatter in different directions, regrouping at a distance to watch the pod. They click back and forth between themselves, deciding what to do next, and then they turn and swim away into the open water. Your pod stays together and rises slowly toward the surface, and you breathe when you break through. The younger whale that the orcas targeted is still with the group, swimming between the larger females who kept it safe. The orcas know where your pod travels now, and they'll remember which whales are easy targets and which ones fight back. Next time they hunt in these waters, they'll be more careful about which whale they choose to chase. Skip forward and you're 18 years old now. You're swimming alone, miles away from the pod where you were born. You need to find a mate, so you start producing deep clicks that pulse through the water in a steady rhythm, broadcasting across the ocean in every direction. Hours pass with no response, so you continue calling while you hunt for squid in the deeper water below. Then you hear faint clicks coming back from somewhere far away, a pattern that sounds different from yours. It's a female responding to your call. You turn and swim toward the sound, clicking back to keep the connection. She clicks again, and you adjust your direction, following the signals as they get stronger. After swimming for several more hours, you find her with a small pod of other females, and she breaks away from the group and moves toward you. You both circle each other slowly, while she sends out clicks that map your body, checking your size and condition. You stay close and match her movements, swimming alongside her in the same direction. Then you move closer and position yourself next to her, and you mate quickly before she pulls away. She turns and swims back toward her pod, clicking at the other females who waited nearby. You watch them leave, swimming together in formation, while their clicks fade into the distance. You'll never see her again, and you'll never meet the calf she'll carry, but somewhere in the ocean your bloodline will continue through the next generation. You turn and dive back down into the deep water where the squid gather, hunting alone like you've done for years. Your body is fully grown now, and you're one of the largest predators in the ocean, larger than almost anything else that swims in these waters. But being large doesn't protect you from everything, and the deeper you dive, the more dangerous it becomes. You're 25 years old now. You're diving alone, chasing clicks that map out a massive squid moving through the water below you. You push deeper, dropping past 1,000 meters with the pressure squeezing your body from all sides. Your ribs flex inward, and your lungs collapse completely, making your chest flatten as you continue down. The squid is close now, so you send out more clicks to track its position while you close the distance. Then the squid comes into range with its tentacles spread wide in the space ahead. You need this meal, so you rush forward with your jaw opening and bite down on one of its arms. But something is wrong. Your body feels different, heavier than it should, and your movements are slower. Your lungs are completely empty now, and your heart is barely beating, dropping to just a few pulses per minute to save oxygen. You try to figure out which direction leads back to the surface, but your clicks are bouncing back in ways that don't make sense anymore. The squid pulls its tentacles back and swims away into the water below, escaping while you hang in place. You try to turn upward and start swimming, but your tail won't respond the way it should. Your body has been down here too long, and there's no oxygen left in your blood to power your muscles. So you just hang there in the water, drifting slightly as the current moves you. Then you start sinking, dropping slowly into the deeper water below where the pressure gets even stronger. Your body continues down, passing through layers where nothing else lives. Your tail doesn't move and your jaw stays closed, and the pressure keeps building around you as you sink further into the ocean. Then everything stops. Life as a sperm whale might be rough, but there's another animal out there that has it way worse. Trust me, it's wild. Check out the video and see for yourself.